Hey, I'm James JT Thompson, host of the Elite Life Talk Show. For more information on advertisement, please send an email to t.n.e.networksllc@gmail.com. Hey, this is James JT Thompson, and you are tuned in to the Elite Life Show presented by Elite Gents. Welcome to the program. I am your host, James JT Thompson. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood, y'all. Got a very special guest coming up later on in the show, but just want to, get into it, man. First of all, thanks for tuning in. If you want to connect with the Elite Life show, please go to elitelife57@gmail.com. That's for advertisements, guests. You go there to subscribe to where you at right now. Of course, you're on the YouTube channel, TNE Networks. That's all you got to know. TNE Networks. You're checking out the show right now, so you already know what it is. Hit the subscribe button. Again, man, I'm telling you, in these days and times, man, we're looking for inspiration. We're looking for impact. Looking for, ways to move around and stuff. As we have our first guest is coming into the room now. And definitely coming into the room right now would be my man. I call him a musical genius, producer, gospel, hip gospel, artist himself. J.Locke is coming in with audio, video, coming into the room. We're definitely going to welcome him in when he gets all the way into the chat. This is an amazing artist. He's doing, big things right now. He's got a brand new brand out for men's care. This is floating all over the region and soon to be the country. Always making amazing music. If you haven't checked out EP 43, you definitely want to, jump in and link up with J.Locke, but you'll get all this information after we, finish the interview on how to link up and how to, follow him. So, J.Locke, man, if you come on into the room, man, hit that audio, that video button, man, let's rock out.
Hey, what's up, my brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing? All is well, man.
No complaint.
All is well, man. Welcome to the Elite Life show. I see your audio in. Is your video in?
It should be. I don't know why it's not.
Got to hit the little camera at the bottom of the screen. It'll bring you.
Got you.
Yeah, there it is, man. My man, 50 grand.
What's good, fam?
Life, man. Tell our audience a little bit about you, man. Just a little synopsis.
Hey, what's up, party people? How y'all doing? My name is J.Locke, from North Carolina. Writer, producer, artist, entrepreneur, businessman, activist.
Yeah. Man, what got you started, Jay? Talk about it, man. What first got you motivated to, as far as being an activist and just creating projects different from, the next guy?
Activism, I think if you are an African-American male in this culture, you're either going to fight against the system or be what the system wants you to be. And for some of us that's lucky enough to, start out being what the system expected you to be, and then kind of seeing the game and then kind of adjusting, automatically you want to be a rebel, fight the powers that be, and also educate the young brothers up and coming. So, yeah, and then coming from the music background, culturally, understanding how that has become weaponized over the years is definitely, something that I can voice my opinion about being a part of the music industry as well.
Tell the audience a little bit about hip gospel and how you came up with the concept.
I came up with the hip gospel concept right before I started to work on Mr. and Mrs. because I was at a conflict because, my sound is not religious at all. And I understood if I call it gospel, that the world wouldn't recognize, the music. And if I called it hip hop, the church wouldn't recognize the music. So, it kind of was like, how can we recreate something? How can we take both of these components and make it one and create a sound that, at least we can have a discussion about? And hip gospel was born, and we've been rocking out pretty much ever since.
So what has changed as far as you being an artist since you first released music to EP 43? How have you changed as an artist?
If I look back at like the very first recording session I ever had, um, my fear, I made like a really, my very first record called Better Time, Better Places. It
Mm-hmm.
was unlike anything at that time. My fear was the idea that it was so different that they wouldn't get it. And then getting a phone call from my man C. Chuck, and he was like, yo, you the hottest nigga in the camp right now. It
Yeah.
kind of going from that idea of feeling uncertain about the gift that was given to me to right up till like 43, just being completely confident in my ability to create music and having no fear or no reservations to be different. It's a very freeing process. Like when I created Hip Gospel, it was a freeing process. I didn't have any boxes I had to subscribe to. I could just make music, and ever since that transition, it's kind of been, you know, just a freedom to create without reservations or what this group might think or what this group might think. And it's a blessing.
One of the favorite tracks that I hold and I still play near and dear is "Down with the King." Can you give the backstory on that song and how it came about?
Down with the Kings was a pretty interesting record because we was doing Down with the Kings, which we had recorded the background vocals, like maybe a year before I got with my man, rest in peace, my man Merlin, who was the DJ, who was a legendary DJ out of Raleigh, North Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
with Swoon Unit for those hip hop heads. Um, by far one of the dopest MC like DJs on the planet. Like he still held that energy as far as the scratching. Like he was a beast. And I remember when we was recording his part, you know, we had to talk outside, and he was like, "Yo, I've always respected you as an artist. I don't subscribe to any beliefs, any religions." And he told me what he felt about beliefs and religions. I told him what I felt, and we just agreed to disagree. But he's out of the love and respect that he had for my craft. He came on and made the scratches and added his flavor to it, and it's a classic single. It's like it's a classic record. And a couple years later, he passed to suicide. And I'm glad that we got that talk. Like that was one of the last times I got a chance to talk with him. But Down with the Kings is just kind of being that bold. Like, yo, this is my line drawn in the sand. This is what I represent. This is who I am, and like it or don't, you can't do nothing to stop it, or you can't even, convince me. Or what you gonna do? Step to us? You know what I mean? Like that grown man with it, not even, being afraid to voice who I am in the spirit and in the physical.
No doubt, man. I'm glad you brought the story up because, you know, shout out to Claflin University when rocking the day, 95, 96. I had my roommate, man, was a dope named Tone Capone, and his life ended in suicide. And I always listen to Down with the Kings because it has me thinking about just us as you know, as black men and how, you know, how much power we really have, even though it feels like we stripped and we don't have the leverage. We really do have, you know, the opportunity to impact. We just have to mentally stay strong and persevere, you know, through the storm, man. And it's not always easy, but nobody said it was going to be. So it leads to my next question to you. As black men, what, in your opinion, do you think we need to do in order to stay focused and not fall, you know, victim to the system or become a statistic?
I think that we need a reset button. I think, you know, I look at it like this. If I'm in a house and that house is pumping poison in the air and it's killing me slow over time, and I know that it's killing me. I have I can either keep going to that house and dying slow, or I could never go to that house again and live. I say that to say I think that we have to really, really just completely strip anything that's toxic in our life. Stop drinking, stop smoking, stop listening to music that talk about, you know, disrespecting women, promoting, you know, sex, promoting drugs, and really start to see like you gotta stop anything bad addictions. You gotta detox, and I think we need to strip all of those things that's toxic and start building, start getting working, and even with that, you know, going deeper in that, you know, being able to the powers that be that's in our community, providing jobs, providing avenues for young men to make those transitions, I think are all vital and something that should happen simultaneously.
Do you think that we'll ever see a minority as president in this country again?
I think the only way Biden is going to win this year is by having a VP that is African American and female. That's the only way he's going to win. He brings another white guy. I think you'll definitely have an African American VP. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen after that. I don't see anybody in the pipeline that, you know,
So
that's strong.
the VP thing would be another step for women. So do you ever see a lady becoming full-fledged president of the country? Is that going to be possible?
I would have no problems with it, but I don't know. White men, Caucasian American males fear everything. They fear their women. They fear Black African American women. They fear African American men. They fear it's. I don't know if they would allow anything like that to happen. But at the same time,
in your opinion, is racism still alive in this country?
Driving, like absolutely.
No doubt. I needed that to be, you know, to be said, because we're gonna keep it real here on the League Life. I mean, those are the things that we're dealing with in this country, and you know, we still have to overcome. We still have to, you know, what I'm saying, get through those storms.
Being Black in America is like being in a sprint, and your opponents are at the starting blocks, and you are in the dressing room and the guns go off and you're expected to come outside of the dressing rooms, come down the tunnel, come out onto the track, follow them that's already started from that start block, and then be expected to win.
Yeah.
That's what being African American in America feels like.
So let me ask you this, changing gears for a second. I'm a witness to it now because I got a sample the other day of something powerful and strong, and you got everything to do with it. Tell us about Alpha Men Care.
Alpha Men Care is my men's care line, and we all about masculinity. We all about just, I wanted to create something that was going to, you know, just when you walk in the room, make that statement for you. I am an alpha male. So we created a lot of different products. We have the beard serum, the beard balm, the waving curl conditioner or butter. We have the body butter. We have shampoo, conditioner, and we also just open up hand sanitizers. So we all of them have like a very, very not a strong fragrance, not a strong scent, but a very clean masculine scent. And I pride myself on the product because I wanted it to represent powerful men, and
What
we
do you,
achieved that.
where do you see the product line in 5 years from now? What's the goal?
Oh boy, we're about to blow this out the water. This is about to be like anything that I attach myself to. I definitely want to make it a movement. So we are going to make this a movement. We've started opening up the opportunities for other sales reps and other independent um, people to be able to not only purchase this, but to be able to resell the product. And that has really been good. Like, we've been doing a lot of turnovers. I'm expecting 5 to 7 people to come on board this week, um, all over the country. And I remember earlier you said it was regional, but we got people all over the country that's getting on board. And I'm very excited with how people are responding to it. And what was your first take? Because I know, you got your sample, and I was blowing you up like, yo, what you think? What you think? How you feel about it? How businessmen are. We want to make sure that, get the other businessman an idea and understanding, because we was talking business. So what's your take on the product?
First impression, and the first thing that, and I think we spoke about this, prior to, is my wife noticed it right off the gate. The
Oh,
scent,
word.
clean
Yeah.
scent, and gravitated to that before I even explained to her what it was. So that was the first thing that I noticed, as far as that. So that within itself, was dope. And then just, using it, and just the feeling and the look of refresh, and then the scent, kind of the cherry on top. It sets the tone, man. So awesome job putting that thing together, man, because it's a perfect combination, and anybody gets on board, and anybody that purchases it, you're making a great investment, both business wise and brand wise, because it's helping. And I think, creating something for men, you know what I'm saying, and then, just maximizing the product, man, it turns it to a whole nother level, man. So definitely salute on that.
Thank you. And we're gonna do the women's line later. We was actually in the process of doing that before this whole thing, popped off. But yeah, we gonna make sure our men are straight, because we get looked over everything. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And it's not just an African American product. I have all other ethnic groups that subscribe to my product. So I don't want people to feel like, Caucasian Americans can't use my product, or Hispanic Americans can't use my product. Like, I have clients from everywhere, and if you've seen my packaging, you know, it's a black man on the labels and the bottles, and we have no problems getting rid of the product to other ethnic groups. And you know what's funny?
Step.
I did that before I got a chance to see what is it, the movie that just came out with the African American woman who made her own product. I can't think of the name of it,
Yeah, I
but
know.
yeah, CJ Walker.
Yeah,
There was a part in the movie where they wanted her to be represented, or they wanted the company to be represented by someone that did not look like her. And her response was, "Nah, I'm going to put me on the labels. They're going to see me on everything."
yeah,
The idea that that's how I start. It's exactly how I start. Like, I wanted to represent. I want them to see, like, you know, it wasn't even about my picture. It was about that moment and what I represented on that bottle. So
yeah,
young black boys, for men who, I want people to be able to see themselves. And so I thought that was dope. That little piece kind of resonated with me in my decision for putting my picture on all of the product.
yeah. You stamped it, you personalized it, and now it's something that is going to live through the annals of time. And I believe it's going to be incredibly successful, without question. So that leads me to my, one of my last questions. What is, once we get through this time of restrictions, what does the rest of 2020 hold for J.Locke?
Work, work. I'm about to release a new Senator and record that this week. I plan on, at some point, we're going to get in the studio and do what I believe to be, pound for pound, the best album to date. I'm going to start working on Bell's Chapel and knocking that record out. Um, my goal with Alpha, I think we're going to try to lock in 1,000 new members on board for Alpha as sales reps and VIPs. So, and a couple of years ago, I had this crazy idea to be a part of something that was going to produce 1,000,000 new millionaires in our community.
Mhm.
And that was my goal. That was my heart. I just didn't know how we was going to do it, but I think this is the start of that. I believe that we can produce millionaires with this product.
Yeah, I believe that too, without question. So Jay, before we get out of here, man, please give all your social media information, how people can link to you, how they can find your product, all of that, man. The floor is yours.
All right. First of all, thank you for having me, man. It's always love. Um, you can reach me at J.Locke SMG, also Facebook and YouTube, and that is JLOCKE, S as in sound, M as in music, G as in group. And if you can find me for some strange odd reason, hit my man JT up. He'll definitely point you in the right direction. We do have music, Mr. and Mrs. on Spotify, iTunes, pretty much any of the digital outlets. So, and that's just J period LOCKE. You can look up Mr. and Mrs. You can look up God Sent Me, and I have a whole list of singles that we put out as well.
No doubt, man. And also exclusive to end this one is you also a part of Top of the Bottom tour coming
Yeah,
at some point
yeah.
this summer. More details coming as soon as we get lifted off of these restrictions. But that's going to be a heavy hitter as well. But more details definitely coming on that.
Oh
Jay,
man.
man, as always, man, it's an honor and a pleasure. Anytime I can get you in the building, man, it's always knowledge, it's always love and wisdom, man. We got to continue to build. We had many a conversation about, building and uniting.
Absolutely.
just being leaders. And, you know, you one of those, brother, so don't stop, man. Keep your foot on the pedal.
Thank you, my brother. Always a pleasure to rap with you.
No doubt, man. You take care of yourself. God bless.
Y'all be good, be safe.
No doubt. All right.
One.
So we're back, y'all. Like I said, dope interview with hip goss artist J.Locke, Alpha Men's Care. More information, just go follow J.Locke and get more information on that. Again, we appreciate you rocking out here on the Elite Life show, man. It has been amazing. Another episode in the books. We appreciate, again, guest information, advertisement here on Elite Life. Please go to elitelife57@gmail.com. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Catch Us You Want It Now, TNE Networks on the YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button, y'all. I promise you, there'll be more and great things to come. Also, you know what I'm saying? Look forward to the next new episode coming soon, y'all. You take care of yourself. God bless. Peace.